Morning. This is Ryan. We're camping at a friend's cabin in Harrison, Michigan. Thought we'd just swing over here and do a real quick Wilson State Park video. It's rainy, so the video is not going to be as good today. But this is a very nice location, not too far from the populous places downstate to drive to. From Jackson, this is about 2.25 hours with the trailer. As you come into the park, last year this park was under construction. It's on a lake. I don't have my map. I'll probably stop and pick one on the way out, and then I can add a little thing on the end that tells about how many sites and such. This is a nice day use area over here, big picnic area. It's on a hill overlooking the lake. Oh, still under sites 82 through 160 is closed for the season. I think we can still drive around today. I think so too. So last year this was similar. I don't know if they were working on it this year too. Last year it was under construction, somewhat updates of some sort. Harrison's a nice little town. There's several little places to go and see and do. You're not far from Grayling, probably about 45 minutes from Grayling. Claire's not far away. Both are very nice areas to go visit. Grayling has a lot of kayaking and canoeing if you're into that kind of stuff. A lot of Amish farms and markets in this area, which is pretty cool. You can find some pretty good deals if you know what you're looking for, farm stuff wise. Like we buy 50-pound bags of flour because my wife likes to bake, and it's really reasonable. This is where 159 is coming down the hill, 87 is on the right. Is your camping sites. The colors are just starting to turn here in Michigan. It's the 21st of September. Yep, 21st of September. It's 70-something degrees outside. It is raining today. We haven't had rain in a while. There's a Big B Coffee, brand new, right across the street from the campground. There's a big fairground right across the street from the park here. Like I said, we've never stayed here before. We're not saying we wouldn't. Electric. It's a modern campground. I don't know. We'll have to check their site to see if any of them are full hookups. It's like the bathroom through the trees here is very nice and clean, freshly painted. Yep, this end of the park was all refurbished. Site 105, 108 on the left, 187. Looks like there might be a little traffic noise on this side of the park though, if you're right on the road. You might want to consider that, if that bothers you or not. I'll bet you can hear the traffic on the back side though, by the lake. Yep, good shade, good old growth park, old growth trees. Yet not too bad where you can get your camper swung around either, so. And the best of both. Here's the bathhouse. There's nice. 119 on the left. Looks like 120. 120 is next to a little service drive. It goes back for the park workers. 22 is on the hill. 22, 24, they're not very level. You gotta be careful. They might say you can get a big camper on it, but they're not very level. This one up on the hill looks really nice. 125, you're looking over the lake. That's the lake through there. I'm kind of picking up with my phone. Some more sights on the lake here also. 127. Well, the sites aren't real big on the lakeside here, but they'll tell you on the on the site what they recommend. They're usually pretty close. We've never had an issue. They said we fit, we've always fit. A bunch of these sites right here, right? All these sites on the right side are all on the water. I mean, they're not. You got to go down a big hill, but you're overlooking the lake. Now we're at 134 on the left. Yeah, well, I think it's a pavilion, like for a picnic area. There's a swimming beach and stuff down here. 137 on the right. Yep, they have roads are paved, so you have to get the scooters and stuff that helps. 139, coming around by the bathhouse. There's an online map. The part we're driving through now looks like it might be half the park. Probably just gonna video half the park today. Yeah, it does look like they planted a lot of little trees. 147 on the right, 148 on the left. Part of the park here, we're coming up behind the parking lot for the swimming area or the lake use area for days. We're at the campground now, but just through the trees here on the right is the parking lot for the pavilion, picnic pavilion. Wilson State Park, Harrison, Michigan. About half the park looks like it's open, about half the park is not. So you might want to check on that for availability too when you're looking. Don't know if this is a hard park to get into. People who come to this park, if you can comment on the video and say whether it's difficult to get into, like a lot of state parks are here in Michigan. Through the trees, you can see the fairgrounds. Not far off the highway either. Not even a mile. It's not far off the highway. I'm guessing 6 miles from the south exit. Things are actually aerating the grass. Like the playground's been updated. It's nice, modern looking stuff. Right next to the dump station though. Make sure kids get to smell people dumping their septic. Yep, they normally have a few of them for off-season stuff. Some kind of cool showers or bathhouses, but not like a camp. Firewood station. There are bear in this area, so it's probably not a great place to not take care of your garbage. It's got a cabin 10-12 miles from here, and they regularly find bear scat in their yard, so some nice cabins up here. These sites 4 is on the right, 5, those are on the water. Well, it's what you would call on the water, overlooking the lake. Here's the other bathhouse. Here's a nice mini cabin to rent for those of you who do that. as the other bathroom. It looks freshly painted and well taken care of. That. No swimming pool at this campground, just a lake. So this half of the campground is probably similar in size to the other half, yet it is still open. As you can hear, it's due to get some noise from the traffic. I'm gonna cut this part of the video off and we'll start back up with a map, hopefully. Have a great day. So Ed and I got out and took a site 25. We're gonna put pictures in. I'm gonna put pictures of site 25. By far my favorite site in the park. It's big. It's there's no steps to get down to the water, but it's a nice view through the trees down the hill of the lake. So that's pretty nice. We got site 32 on the right, so 33. These up here on the corner are easily walking distance to the store. I think that says a grocery store right here too. Yep. So you're close, you're walking distance to any kind of groceries or gas stations. There's a really nice farmer's market just down the street here. Got some pretty cool stuff. Pumpkins and deer stuff out now. So like I said, about the only drawback up here in this part of the park would be the traffic noise, I would say. We're looking at site 40 on the right. 41 on the left. And 41's a little sketchy for getting something level if you got any kind of camper. Little hill here at 44, 43. If you didn't hear that, they do fireworks on 4th of July at the fairgrounds. So if you could make it here for that time of year, you'd get probably a decent fireworks show. So we're at 51 on the right, 52 on the left. Yep, the back side of the bathhouse. 55 on the right, 57 on the right. The motor home is in 59, I believe. Couldn't be much bigger than that. It's fire pit's right behind you, so. It's like a ranger station house, offices. Fire gun smells good. Volleyball court, basketball court, kind of nice. There's a big cottage to rent here too. I think that whole house rents out, like a group. Post. I'll stop and take a few pictures of the rental cabin, the big one. So this looks like it's a rental, like a group rental cabin right at the entrance of the park. They have a grill, an amazing campfire area with some nice Michigan looking chairs. Nice cement pad right at the entrance of the park. Beautiful lot for people watching, people coming in and out. The check-in station. Pretty cool. We drove down to the beach area. I'm going to include some pictures of that rental. Cabin is a rental, and it is a 8-person up max. Has a washer and dryer in it. Has a kitchen for like 99 to 150 a night, but call to be sure. I took some pictures to have that information of their book for renting it. Pretty incredible situation there. You don't see that all the time at state parks where they have a large group rental thing like that. Of course, it's not very nice today, so nobody at the beach area. Lots of sand, squirrels everywhere. Our dog will be going crazy. Poor Millie. She's back at the camper. I'll walk it out onto the beach here. It's like a good sandy beach area. You can see down that end of the lake. That's all campground to the left. It goes up a hill, a pretty steep hill through some woods. And those are the campsites. Over here is the other end of the campground. A little shorter beach over here. You can see the lake though. Good sized lake. Looks like it's got an island in it. Nice sandy shoreline. Looks like the beach goes all the ways with sand too. What is it? Mud Lake? Bud Lake.